Hey everyone, welcome to the Psalms Part 2. Um, I'm looking forward to this. I enjoyed the journey through Part 1 of the Psalms. One of the things that I took away from that first part of the journey was a renewed commitment to memorizing scripture. So I've been memorizing a couple Psalms over the last couple months. It's a lot harder at 61 than it was at 21, but that's been a good way to really incorporate the Psalms as prayer. It is through the discipline of memorizing and then being able to just have access to those words through the memorized word. So I would encourage you to try that if you haven't already done that. As we get started, I just wanted to give a reminder and a suggestion as we start this second study in the Psalms. This particular study will take us through books 2 and 3 of the Psalter. And I just wanted to remind us, or for those of you that may be joining for the first time in this study, that the book of Psalms, which we often call the Psalter, is divided or organized in 5 books. So if you look at Psalm 1 and Psalm 42 and Psalm 72 and etc., you'll see subtitles: book 1, book 2, book 3. And so this particular study will take us through books 2 and book 3 of the Psalter. And one of the things that organization shows us is that these 150 Psalms weren't put together just in some random fashion, like, oh, there's this whole collection of songs out there and we just need to bundle them together in a hymnal or a songbook. No, there was some real thought and care given to how the Psalms were ordered and to the way they ended up in this book. So we'll want to be attentive to things that perhaps these Psalms have in common as we journey through Psalms 42 through 71, or through 89, excuse me. The other thing I want us to think about in the introduction on day 1, if you have the book, on page 1, Dr. Russell writes this line that I think is really important. He says in Psalms 3, that is right after the introduction, in Psalms 3 through 145, in other words, between the introduction and the conclusion to the book of Psalms, everything else in between, life happens. These songs, these Psalms, are cries and prayers and praises that are born out of real life experience of the people of God. And so one of the things we'll be looking at as we journey through these Psalms is what kind of life experiences prompted this kind of prayer. But I think a prelude to that, as we move into this study, is for each of us to set aside some time and look at our own lives and maybe jot down in our journals, what kind of life is happening to me right now? What are the life experiences that are shaping my days and my nights right now? Those might be really happy experiences. They might be sad experiences. They might be challenges. They might be facing a set of unknowns. But whatever it is, I think it's important for us to just articulate what kind of life is happening to me right now. What kind of life am I experiencing? And then, having done that, we can be attentive to what we encounter in these Psalms that speaks directly into our life experience. And that will be different for each one of us. Different Psalms along the way will resonate with different ones of us. But this little exercise can help us to be ready and attentive to hear the voice of the Spirit speaking through the Psalms into our life experience. So I would encourage you to take 10 minutes at some point this week and just do a diagnostic. What kind of life is happening to me right now? What kind of life experience am I having? God bless you.